So darling, darling, stand by me, oh stand.
Hey everyone, Chivo's here. It's episode 8 of the Melbourne Victory save. That is right, episode 8 already. We have 2 Hyundai A-League games left to go, and then we have the Hyundai A-League final series, or we'll call them the playoffs, if you like. But I'll show you what has been happening. So, since I last saw you, we've had a couple of games. So I last saw you against Adelaide and Sydney. Since then, we've played 3. A 2-0 win against Perth Glory. Bessa Brisha scoring both the goals there. We had a 1-0 win against Brisbane Roar FC. I lie, a 1-0 win. We had a 1-0 loss against Brisbane Roar FC. Joey Katabian scoring the only goal of the game. And I'll just show you Joey Katabian, ex-Melbourne Victory player. Could be a very good player, one to keep an eye on. And then a 1-1 draw with Wellington Phoenix. Costa Barbarouses opening up the scoring for Wellington. Ex-Melbourne Victory player again. So, it turns out we have a lot of ex-Melbourne Victory players in the Hyundai A-League, but that doesn't matter because today, Western Sydney Wanderers and Central Coast Mariners, 8th and 4th. But how does the table stand? So we look at the table and we are not top. That is right, we're not. But we do have a game in hand over Adelaide United. Sydney FC are on the same points as us, but we have a +6 goal difference on them. So we need to win the next 2 games. We don't really have a choice because Adelaide have already played theirs. They've got 1 game left to play. They need a maximum of 43 points. We need a bloody win. But, yeah. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Tactically, things have not changed. Why would they? The team's performing. As you can see, Thomas, 6.9 in his last 5 games. Almost a 7 average rating for the whole season. Fantastic. Jerry has played 37 games and averaged a 7. You know, these are players. We've just found a great tactic. We've got great players. We're going to have to hold on to people. We are going to have to strengthen. But things are looking good. Financially, though, how are we financially? Because we know this is a big thing, especially considering we got rid of Calfella and Maxi Beister. As you can see, we have a lot in the bank. We are still losing money, but we will figure that out. Obviously, we haven't had Champions League football. We can change that, so we will figure that out. There have been no new transfers, and let's get straight into game day. So, we play against Western Sydney Wanderers. Sydney FC playing against Wellington Phoenix, so we are hoping for an upset there. Is it going to happen? We don't know. Probably not, because Wellington do see themselves sitting on the bottom of the bloody table. 26 points. It is terrible, but it is football. So here we are. This is how we're going to line up. Nothing is going to change. Alan Barra doesn't make the squad. Normally he'd start ahead of Donachie. Suspended. Nothing I can do. He's suspended. So we're gonna have to start Donachie. Bit of a liability this season. Hasn't scored a goal. Hasn't got an assist. One of the only players in the squad to do so. The only other is Declan Lambert. He's a defender. So that tells you that Donachie has had a rough start to his career at Melbourne Victory. Is he going to continue that rough start? Probably. But it's a big game. It's Western Sydney Wanderers. The RBB are going to be out in force. So here we are, the lineups. We obviously know ours, so we're going to go forget that. We go straight to the team talk. We've only got Lustica there. We look at the bench for, not the bench, we look at the starting 11 for Western Sydney Wanderers. We've got Wakame, Nigerian striker, comes from Angers, which is in Ligue 1, as you can see here, Angers, Ligue 1, France. Not a bad striker for the division. Is he going to score against us? I'm not quite sure. They've got Santlab, Martinez, Lustica, Bacchus Dimas, Clisby, Aspro, Hamill, Neville, and Redmayne. And one to watch here is Joshua Sotirio. He did score a hat-trick in his last outing against us, so we do have to keep an eye on him when he does come on the pitch. But let's not worry about that for this second. Let's just get into the game. Quite a square pitch here in Western Sydney, but we will deal with it. Now, how are Western Sydney lining up? They've got like a 4-3-3, we can call it. But it doesn't matter because Bruce is almost through with the first highlight of the game. We're 5 minutes in and things are looking good. Here's Triwisi on the ball. In Redmayne manages to grab. I'm looking at the table here, and even if we do get the draw today, we could go top if Sydney don't win. So that's fantastic there. We have Got a highlight here. Here's Valeri on the ball. Rojas on it now. Nice ball over. And Donachie doesn't score. Am I surprised? No, we're going to push this highlights bar up just a little bit. See if that changes things. Here's Nico on the ball. Here's Nwakeme. Here's Lustica. And I think that was a bit too fast, and that's a goal. Bloody hell, we're going to slow that down again. I want to see how they've broken us down here. It looks like they've beaten us in like the offside trap sort of position. Looks like we've tried to play an offside trap, which we don't try and do. Looks like we've played a high line, and they've just caught us out. We've got two centre-backs sitting on top of each other, and $10 says that one of them is James Donachie. I bet you one of them was Donachie. It was either Donachie or Ansel, which is worrying. Here's a ball in it from Rojas. Now Dimas on the ball. I'm starting to worry that our formation isn't working. As you can see, we have got a good pass completion. Possession-wise, we are doing well, but we're not scoring. We know this is a regular thing with our tactic, but they are playing very defensive. They have got a goal. We need one back. Here's Berisha, Triawisi, Rojas. There's our goal back. And now it looks like we could press on. So I was waiting for that. We did slip off the top of the table there for a second. And also, if we do manage to pick up the win here today, if we do pick up the draw, Sydney pick up the draw, but 3 teams on 40 points going into the final game of the season. That's incredible. The Premier's plate is anyone's at the moment, and it is half time. It is 1-1, and I'm going to tell the boys, I'm unlucky. You're unlucky. We need to see a bit of change in this second half. I think I might have to introduce some new faces because it's just not happening for us. It is 1-1. We are controlling the game, but we need to score more goals, and it's not quite happening. So how are we going to affect that change with a substitute? Berisha's on a 6.4. It looks like he's going to have to be the man to come off at the 60-minute mark. We're not going to make a change yet. But we do have a highlight here, and it is Berisha, the man I was just about to drag. Is he offside? He's not. We've scored, and Berisha's going to stay on. Oh, that's controversial, isn't it? I'd hate to be the substitute that was going to warm up, but here's Berisha, takes his time, and says, thank you very much, Andrew Redmayne. It's in the back of the net. It's 2-1. We do take the lead, and we are clear. 2 points clear at the top. We're going to make some changes now. So, what are we going to do? That is the question. Jai Ingham has been a consistent performer this season. He's going to come in for Triawisi. Actually, no, he's not. Bazanic's going to come off. Triawisi's going to go a bit more central. Attacking midfielder, he'll be fine. Ingham and Rojas can swap wings. That will be fine there as well. I do want to bring Mastronunzio on, but we're going to leave that for now. Georgievski can come on for Jeria. We'll give Jeria a bit of a rest. He's played a lot of football this season. We've still got one game to go. We don't want him to get injured. And it looks like Joshua Sotirio has been brought on for Western Sydney Wanderers. So that is one thing we are going to have to keep an eye on. As Sydney FC sit on 39 points, which can only mean Sydney FC are losing. Which means going into the final the final day, we might only need 1 point. If we get the win here today and Sydney FC don't win, a point will do in the last game. But we have cleared, so it's looking alright. But 10 minutes left to play, the ball has come in, and I am slightly worried now. Thomas. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. He comes up big for us every bloody week. Every week he comes up big, and Broxham manages to clear. Now here's Joshua Sotirio. He did score a hat-trick against us. So I've said that about 3 times. I sound like a broken record, but he's a good player against us. We do need to keep an eye. And we are going to make our final change of the game. Best up Berisha off. We are going to play a Mastronunzio as the target man attack. He can press on those defenders. Try and not let them have the ball. Or when they've got the ball, not let them do anything with it. The ball's cleared here. Broxham's on it. Can we recycle this possession? Here's Georgievski. He's already on a yellow card. That's ridiculous. And here's Ingham. It's cleared. Aristogueta. We do need to be careful. Karim Bullet on this right-hand side. Coming in. And Ansel clears. Can we get this? Ingham, not good enough. Clisby. Donachie. Someone. Oh, no. I should have defended when I had the chance. I didn't. And now, the final day looks... Oh, it looks tough. It does look tough. Aristogueta, too easy for him. And looking at the table, it's going to be a rough final day. It's going to be a very rough final day, unless we score another goal. Is that going to happen? We do have another highlight, and that could be fantastic. Here's Triwissi on the ball. Mastronzio now. What is he going to do? He plays back down to Valeri. Valeri outside to Rojas. Rojas. Triwissi. Come on, boys. Mastronzio. He finds Broxham. Is there another outlet here? There is. Rojas. It's 3-2. Guess what? We are top of the table. We're 2 points clear, and we could be going on to win the bloody... I was going to say the league. We'll call it the Premier's Plate. Okay, we will call it the Premier's Plate. We'll call the finals the playoffs, but we could be getting our first piece of silverware in the next game. So I'm going to tell the boys they have done well. Because they have. We've done very well. The boys look happy. Morale is good. And Sydney FC have lost 1-0 to Wellington Phoenix. They have done us a favour. I tell you that. Wellington Phoenix, thank you very much. They have done us a massive favour. But that is going to be it for now. I will join you guys for the second game. Alright. So here we go. It's our last game of the season. If we win, we do claim the Premier's Plate. If we draw, we claim the Premier's Plate. If we lose, we have to wait until Adelaide United play, and possibly even Sydney FC. So today's a big game. We've won against Central Coast. We have also drawn against Central Coast this season. It is the biggest game of our season so far, and we need a bloody win. So we're going to play the full strength squad. Donachie, get out. Alan Barrow, get in. It's that simple. It's that simple. You know, Alan Barrow, the big man at the back, going to come in. Ball playing defender. Let's keep this plain and simple. The team that starts is the team in form. The bench, I do feel bad for some of these players on the bench. Denis Jeanroux, I brought in, and he hasn't even played a game. He's got good potential. He needs to be playing for the youth, actually. So, guess what? I'm going to do that. Not now, I'll do that later. But Denis Jeanroux does need to go into the youth squad. But apart from that, it's a full strength lineup. It's Central Coast Mariners. If they beat us today, I'm not going to be a happy man. I tell you that. We are the favourites. And Fabio Ferreira, their key man once again. They sit fourth on the table. They've guaranteed themselves a spot in the finals or the playoffs. And one thing about the finals or the playoffs, if you finish first or second, you don't play the first round. So the first round will be third and fourth and fifth and sixth, or third and sixth and fourth and fifth. I can't remember. But the point is, we will skip that first round and go straight to the semi-finals, which is incredible as well. But here we go. It's game day. They start Powell, Fletcher, Bingham, McGing, Montgomery, Rose, McDonald, Ascroft, Poscalero, Stormroo, Paul Izzo. It is a big bloody game. We need a win. We were going to use the latest scores table, but we're not playing our games on the same day, which doesn't make sense. It's the last day of the season. You know, everyone should play at the same time because results could be pending like us. You know, a draw here is good, but it's not, it's actually good enough in this situation. But, you know, like Sydney FC, if we lose Sydney FC, why can't they play at the same time as us? Plain and simple. Get it right, FFA, because you're not doing a good job. I tell you that now. Your job is easy and you're not doing it very well. We're 45 minutes through. Nothing has happened. If we get a draw out of this, I'm not going to be a happy guy. I tell you that now. We can come out with a win, and I expect nothing more. I expect nothing less than a win. I tell you that now. A win is what we need to win the bloody league. This draw will do us, as I've said, but that's not how I want things to work. Now, Central Coast have gone to a defensive 4-5-1, which means I think they might try and hold a bit more of the possession. We will keep an eye on that. That could be something to note. I really hope they don't go more defensive because we want to score a goal. We want to score a goal Central Coast. Just give us the bloody opportunity. We haven't even had one. And now we do, of course. Here's Bozanic on the ball. Berisha, Bozanic. You're the designated player. You need to be putting that away. I'm sorry. There's a reason you're the Aussie marquee, and that is not good enough. We're almost 80 minutes through. Nothing is happening. We need changes. Bez off Mastrodondio. Target man. See what he can do. Ingham. We need Broxham. No. We'll bring off Bozanic. Triwisi again. I like this front three. It tends to work. We swap over Rojas. And we swap over the man Ingham. And Georgievski is going to come in for Negro on this left-hand side. Come on. We've made a triple change. Is there going to be an injury? I haven't changed a tactic. They've had one shot, none on target. They have just closed us down and played us for a draw. But I think a draw is good enough. We sit on 43 points. Unless Adelaide United win... Oh, bloody hell, that was a terrible team talk. Unless Adelaide United win 9-0. Let me confirm that. Yep, they need 9 goals to win. So, I don't think that's going to happen. It is now April the 15th. And let's see what news we have. So we've missed the chance to win. Okay, that sucks. We have a player here who's available from South Korea. We don't want him. Sorry, whoever you are, but that's an offensive offer for a club like us. The game still haven't been played. When kick-off, Saturday. Okay, so it's Saturday now. We'll have a couple games today. Sydney FC and Adelaide. Fantastic. This is going to determine whether we win the league or not. We should already. We're 9 goals clear. But this will confirm the news that we want to see in our inbox, which is going to say that Melbourne Victory win the Premier's Plate. There it is. We have won the Hyundai A-League regular season, our first trophy in our cabinet, in our charge as Melbourne Victory manager, and it's fantastic. So here we go. We have won the A-League. I've already entered the Australian Hall of Fame, which I find is ridiculous. And I sit 8. So there you go, another Hyundai A-League win has the fans happy. The board are pleased, which is fantastic. Postecoglou is happy, and I am a happy man. But that's going to be it for now. We do have the final series coming up. Will I bring you that? Maybe I will. We will wait and find out. Are they... I can't remember if they're 2 games or 1. I'm pretty sure they're 2 games. But we will find out eventually. If you've enjoyed today's video, do not forget to smash that like button. Smash it. We've won the league. We deserve that thumbs up. Subscribe to see more of the Melbourne Victory save. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.